The system is failing. We're going to have more homelessness, more unemployment, and the government has to print more money. It's a command and control economy where the government tells you everything. I just don't trust our government. And they're going to have to start printing pretty quickly. And the more they print, the less value, purchasing power the dollar has, or the loonie, or the yen, or the peso. People are talking about inflation. I think we're in depression right now, and we're going to be the biggest depression in world history. In the 1970s, that's when the world was changing. The biggest bust in the history of the world is coming up. It's pensions. They trusted the government. They trusted their pension would be there, and it's going to go bust. And that's us. We get crushed.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As guys, I've been looking forward to post this video for quite a while. We're going to get into a lot. Discuss the macro because that's so important as to the future outlook of this crypto market. But first, I'm going to offer a unique opportunity. For those of you that are part of my OnlyFans community, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be hosting a live Zoom Q&A session so that we can all discuss the future of the market. You guys could come up, video call, actually talk to me, and we can make some powerful discussions happen. Never before has that been done by me. And I think that's going to provide a lot of value for some of you that have a lot of questions. Sign up for tomorrow. The link for my OnlyFans is down in the description below, and I hope to see a lot of you there. Now, let's get into the content for the day. As the Federal Reserve has raised interest rates by 75 basis points yet again. However, the stock market and the crypto market, they took that as a sign to go bullish. We saw a lot of positive price action in both markets recently. And we also heard Fed Chair Jerome Powell speak very, very favorably for not raising interest rates moving forward. We have to see how exactly they progress. But there's been a lot of conversations about recessions recently. The White House changing the literal definition of what a recession is on the spot. And at the same time, they had Wikipedia change the definition of what a recession is as well. But we, the American citizen, we know the truth. We understand what's going on. We're not blind to the bullshit. Everyone's in pain. It's similar to how they tried to call inflation transitory. How did that go? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I have to say. I am personally bullish on markets over the next coming weeks in the immediate short term. And the reason why is because we've seen 8 straight depressive months of downwards price action, specifically in the crypto market. Ladies and gentlemen, I think there may be one more positive stock market rally in us before we finally hit the greatest recession we've ever seen. I've personally called it the greatest financial crisis in human history. I think this moment in time may be worse than the Great Depression. 2 powerful things happened yesterday. Monkeypox in California, San Francisco, and New York has been declared a state of emergency. Could they be preparing for more lockdowns? Maybe, who knows? But another health crisis is afoot. And that could open the money printer yet again, leading into a midterm election cycle. Politics are going to play a powerful role moving forward in markets. We've seen Supreme Court decisions, massive Supreme Court decisions that have divided the United States recently. That compounded with elections are going to make for a lot of turmoil. But me personally, I don't think the people in power right now would want a recession on their hands leading up to midterm elections. So we might have a very positive Q3 right now, specifically to try to mask the severity of what's going on. And I'm going to provide you all with the biggest reason I think the next couple weeks into months may be very positive for price action. Ladies and gentlemen, from Business Insider, we have to remember that Congress still owns stocks. 66 members of Congress have violated a law designed to prevent insider trading and stop conflicts of interest. Oh guys, it's not just Bill Hinman. It's not just Jay Clayton. It's the entire U.S. political structure. Everyone is corrupt in politics. And if we actually take a look at this from last year, this is the full trading report on politicians in 2021. Many politicians beat the market. They traded more than ever. They made a number of unusually timed trades that resulted in massive gains. And we all know why. These politicians, they act on inside information. But the reason that's so important is because House Democrats are looking to propose a ban on lawmakers trading stocks. Do not, and don't you dare for 1 second try to think that this is in good faith to the American people. They're going to try and spin it to say, oh, we don't want insider trading or conflicts of interest. But in reality, they're going to ban themselves from trading stocks, so they're forced to sell due to legislation all the way at the peak, right before the biggest financial collapse in human history. That's what they're going to do. And that is why I believe there is one more pretty big run left in the stock market before everything goes and burns in hell. The Federal Reserve officials got banned from trading stocks, insider trading, right at the peak previously a couple months ago. Now, let's watch the corruption unfold yet again. But in the meantime, I do think that means we have a positive push upwards for the crypto market. And no, guys, do not twist my words. Just because this is a thesis, and just because I'm trying to project based on information, does not mean I'm not ready for a crash at any given moment. I have cash ready to buy it up, but I'm trying to project based on the information at play what's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, this looks like a bottoming out structure at the moment right now in the crypto market. We've seen Bitcoin recover aggressively, Ether recover aggressively, but I'm not focused on those two coins right now. I am focused on the altcoins that are down 90 to 95%. I believe if there were to be an altcoin season, it would happen while Bitcoin and Ether are distractions and are hiding the altcoins from making their powerful runs up. Utility tokens like XRP, HBAR, Algo, IOTA, others, they didn't really have the explosive bull run we all expected. Stellar as well. Numerous altcoins that we believe are going to be explosive and change the world did not even pass their all-time highs. If an altcoin season were going to happen, it would happen right before the greatest financial collapse in human history. Then everything would crash. Then everything would burn. And while this is only a thesis, it's something that you cannot ignore. Take advantage of these entry points for some of these tokens. Do not get dissuaded at the moment. Worst case scenario is we have to dollar cost average on the way down. Now that I built the bullish case for the next couple weeks, I'm going to tell you that I 100% guarantee the biggest financial collapse in human history is going to come out of the New World Order and the collapse of the United States. Remember that we have Russia and China, as well as the BRICS nations, looking to make a new international reserve currency. Xi Jinping also has warned Biden over Taiwan, while at the same time Russia has been showing strength against Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all while the US denies that they're in a recession. They say we're in a transition. What nice little nonsense to play with words. Guys, I don't believe their wordplay at all, and neither should you. But one thing I will show you is, this is a very tricky market to navigate right now. The macro is disgusting, but markets have been detached from logic and reason for a while. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to cap off this video today with the most recent analysis on markets given by Raoul Pal, as I believe he's very grounded and he's right on the money as far as what to expect in the next days, weeks, and months. Make your own decisions, my friends. It's the most dangerous time to be an investor in any market right now. But one thing's worse than investing in these asset classes, and that's holding a dollar that's going to zero with no question. Prepare now. Get your ducks in a row and prepare yourselves for the new world. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
Crypto markets seem to be doing what we're expecting. There's a lot of resistance here in ETH around 1800 to 2000. So I don't know if it gets there first go, but I know the market's still short. You know, a lot of hedge funds are underinvested. People's expecting a pullback. Usually that comes later than people expect if people are positioned this way. Regular markets, they're all starting to discount what Jay Powell said, talking about he's already at neutral rates and we become data dependent. So if the economic data starts weakening, maybe the Fed pause. Maybe they do one more rate hike and pause. That's what the markets are kind of suggesting right now. Look, we don't know. There's a lot of people I respect that suggest that markets are going to see further downside as earnings need to be taken down in stocks. So it's not an easy environment in the equity market. It's easier in the bond market. We're seeing bond yields starting to fall. So things like TLT starting to do really well. And I think that trend continues. The dollar's getting towards the end of its trend. We might have another push higher in the dollar before it starts understanding that maybe the Fed are going to change, maybe rates are coming down. The wild card still remains oil. Oil's strong today. I was thinking it was going to break down yesterday. Didn't. It now could target maybe 110. And that keeps the inflation narrative alive for a bit longer. So things won't accelerate. But next week, we start to get a lot of economic data like ISM, and that's going to be important for us. So it's still the next couple of months where we're going to get a much better idea of what the hell's happening. So be careful out there.